Good afternoon, SNO-Eagles Nation. It's Groomer Dan checking in with you for the first time of the 2025-2026 season. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Hope everyone is having a fabulous day with their families and friends, traveling safely. Hey, we're getting out, getting a little bit of work done downtown Eagle River, showing you the snow bridge. We got skunked in the big storm that came through the last 2 days. We were in the dry slot, sucking in dry air on the southeastern corner of that storm as it went through. Vilas County on the southern end did not get a lot of snow. We got about 3-4 inches, blowing all over the place, strong winds. But the city of Eagle River was gracious enough to dump their snow from the plowed roads, allowing us to get a good chunk of the snow bridge built. Keith and I were out here a little bit earlier, working it with the snowcats and getting things roughed in, and I've just come back down here now with the drag to smooth things out. Again, we're right alongside our friends at the Friendship House here, downtown Eagle River, where the snow bridge will be. Again, it's not complete yet, but we had to get these piles knocked down as they're going to freeze in pretty solid with the cold weather. So overall, it's nice to get out here, nice to be with you again. Again, a happy Thanksgiving to all. Great to bring you along for a little short ride. First Groomer Live of the season. So we'll get underway here, take you for a short ride with me today. Want to thank our amazing Groomer Live and membership meeting sponsors this year. Erica Dumas of Redmond Realty Group, Eagle River. And everybody, for the first time, just let me know that you can hear me okay. Just do a quick audio check here. I'm seeing some thumbs up, so we'll go ahead and say that you can hear me okay. So again, our amazing sponsors of the Groomer Lives this season will be coming to you hopefully weekly. Erica Dumas of Redmond Realty Group, #1 real estate brokerage in the Northwoods. Illini Hardware Corporation. And sorry, bear with me for just a second here with a technical difficulty. All right, back to our sponsors again. Bodycraft of Antioch, Illinois. They're celebrating 50 years. A1 Lapping and Machine. And of course, our friends at the World Snowmobile Headquarters and Museum here in Eagle River. All right, we're going to get underway. Give you a quick look at things here. Again, I've got the drag now. We got all the rough work done a little while ago. And I am just here smoothing things out. We'll be coming back after the next snowstorm to finish this section of the snow bridge, which you're used to riding through downtown Eagle River, part of Trail 1013. These were big mountains a little while ago. Keith came out with me today, graciously devoted his time, and we got him knocked down into a platform so we can smooth things out now and allow it to freeze in solid over the next week's. Temperatures are looking great, below freezing day and night. All right, we're at the intersection here of Wall Street, so it'll just take me a minute to get across with traffic. And you can see directly ahead all the blade work that we completed just a little while ago. And again, this is the snow bridge, downtown Eagle River, Trail 1013, gets you to the north, from the south side to the north side of the city. And again, right now we are just smoothing things out so it freezes in real nice and flat for the next snowfall that we get. Pulling our ultimate drag right now. We're doing a little bit of cutting just to smooth this out as best as possible. We spent about 2 hours down here earlier this afternoon getting these mountains of snow knocked down into this plateau that you see. And again, this is just some finished work to smooth it out for you. When I get turned around, I'll give you a view of what things look like. Bear with me for just a second. Tight quarters here, getting this beast turned around. Feels good to be out in the equipment, folks. Shaking the rust off today, getting ready for you for the season ahead. And again, we got skunked on that last storm. Not as anywhere near as much snow as what was forecasted, but that's kind of a blessing in disguise as well. We need some cold, get some frost into this ground before we dump a whole lot of snow on top of things. That just acts as an insulation blanket, and we have too many swamps and wetlands that we have to cross on our trail network, so everything's going to help. And it was actually great to get some rain ahead of that storm before the temperatures dropped, get some moisture down into that ground. That's going to help a little bit. All right, hopefully you can see direct ahead here. Just dealing with some traffic in the Circle K parking lot. Got to keep your head on a swivel out here. This is part of our early trail season work every season, is to get the snow bridge put in across the downtown parking lots here to give you access from the south to the north and vice versa. All the restaurants and services in town. So we kind of have to work around Mother Nature on this one. When she makes the snow available, our amazing partners at the City of Eagle River, Department of Public Works, take all their plowed snow and dump it down here for us to get this built. And we're taking advantage of the cold temps laying out ahead over the next week at least, staying below freezing day and night. So this is going to set up like a rock hard highway once all said and done. Once again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Glad to bring you along for the ride for a little bit this afternoon. Let me know where you're checking in from. I will check the comments here in just a little bit. Just want to get some work done here quick. Back and forth across these roads, and got to keep an eye out for traffic. So and once again, this will get extended after our next significant snowfall. We're just smoothing out the work that we did earlier today. And then you can start getting your snow dances going, because we're going to be ready for it. All right, making another big loop turnaround here. And I want to see some thumbs up if you are ready to ride this season. Hopefully you got those sleds ready to go. some big boulders alongside me, so I got to watch my turning radius pretty closely right here. Get turned around on the trail. It's like backing up a semi-truck on a 10-foot wide area. All right, we're gonna make one more pass through the entire section here. Just smoothing things out once again. Again, if you just got on, we are downtown Eagle River, Trail 1013 North. This is the snow bridge that we make every year with snow graciously supplied by the City of Eagle River, Department of Public Works. They finished their cleanup this morning, allowed us to get out here early this afternoon, start getting some work done to get these piles knocked down. Otherwise they would freeze in solid, and that would be a serious problem for the equipment. So it's kind of a intricate choreography that we have to work out around Mother Nature to make sure that we have things working to our advantage. I got some more traffic coming. Today I'm out in our 2021 piston bully, and we're pulling our ultimate drag. We had a little crowd of fans out watching us do the blade work earlier. We disconnect the drags from the machines, and makes it a lot easier with two operators going at the same time. And directly ahead you can see some of the finished work and why we're doing this. And again, for those that jumped on a little bit later, we got about 3-4 inches of snow out of that monster storm just north of here. Got a whole lot more. I was watching the radar overnight in the middle of it, and I got to tell you, the weather forecasters had the timing spot on. They forecasted the snow to start about 3 a.m. in Eagle River area, and that's pretty much almost exactly when we had the changeover from rain. It was a very warm system on one side of it, but we had a lot of dry air apparently get sucked into the southern end of that storm, and was basically right over southern Vilas County. So there was a sharp gradient in the overall snow totals from what we got, and just up to the north I heard Land O'Lakes 10 to 12 inches. They may have gotten more with lake effect today. I have no idea. I've been out working all day. And then up in the UP, they just got hammered. So that's how it works sometimes, unfortunately. Not a whole lot you can do. And again, this is just a finishing run, running the drag over to smooth things out, let it freeze in. You can see up ahead here in the next section, it's far from completed. We're almost just about halfway down. Just didn't have the snow dumped here to be able to work with, so we'll finish this section when the next storm rolls in. All right, this will give me a section to come to or area to come to a stop, and I can take a look back and see if you got any questions. Jason, again, we got about 3 to 4 inches of snow out of that system with wicked winds. It didn't even look like 3 to 4 inches because it was blowing all over the place. Hey, Skylar, we appreciate. Be great to see you and your dad when you get out here and ride in. Greg, happy Thanksgiving. Much appreciated. Richie asked if all the trails in Wisconsin open December 1st. So in our area, we wait on the hunt to get over with and completed. And typically we're looking at a target date on the earliest end of about December 15th in this area, because there's another late hunt. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head after the gun season. So we don't, with all the trails running through remote areas, we don't want to have that safety risk with hunters and snowmobilers in the same vicinity. And typically the way the weather patterns have been, we need up until that point to get the trails ready to safely ride here in Vilas County. So we're going to be watching for on or around the 15th of December. A great goal would be to get open for Christmas and New Year's. Seems like it's been quite a while since we've been able to open up for what we call Hell Week, and have everybody with their families, allowing them to ride over the holidays. That would be awesome. So that's always the big goal every season. Our trail network has been covered with brushing. We're going to have to go back out again after this storm. We had 50+ mile-an-hour winds, so I am positive there's going to be trees down on the trail system, and then they have to get inspected by the county. So that's going to be our next steps. We're going to have some updates coming up for you soon. We have a couple of reroutes. The number one that I'm going to mention right now that we'll have a graphic out on our website and out on social media soon is going to be what we're calling our airport reroute. That's going to be 1013 North up near the high school, and you're going to see a complete reroute. We're not going behind the gas company towards the airport anymore. We're going to be right along Highway 45 up to Highway G and crossing Highway G right there. It's going to be a simpler overall route, and most of all, it's going to be better for grooming. That section behind the gas company with that huge hill, the wind coming off the airport always blew all the snow off anyway, and it was super icy back there on that hill, so it'll work out better for the long run. We're also not going to be going through the horse pasture across the street on the east side of Highway 45 anymore. We're going to be basically hugging the road, continuing with our spur trail over to the high school and the World Snowmobile headquarters and museum, as well as track access. So again, we'll have that laid out for you on a graphic and a map to make that easier, just a heads up. And I'll have a lot more news for you coming up soon. Hopefully that our next Groomer Live is going to be getting a lot more work done on our trail system. And again, want to thank everyone for jumping on this afternoon. Great to see all of you. Great to be back out in the cat getting some work done. And we're going to hopefully be bringing these to you live throughout the season on a weekly basis. So again, please, thank you to our sponsors of our Groomer Live. And I hope to see everybody again soon. Have a great holiday and take care.